Hey, busy moms. Thanks so much for joining me today for this short but helpful chair yoga flow. This is a great little mini practice if you are stuck in an office all day, if you sit at a desk all day, if you're in a classroom all day like I am, and you don't have a ton of space but just need a little bit of movement, a little bit of mindfulness. I do these exercises with my middle school students, and I know they enjoy it, and I hope you will too. So, if you're not already seated, find yourself in a nice seated position with your feet flat on the floor. And we'll take a few moments just to connect, take a few breaths together, be grateful for the time that we have, and hopefully just get the blood flowing and find some nice movement. Let your hands rest softly in your lap. Sit up nice and tall. Find length through the spine. Maybe tuck the chin just a bit so that you can find a little bit more length from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Find a soft spot on the floor for your gaze. Or maybe close your eyes entirely if that's available, if that makes you feel comfortable. And start to take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. A couple more just like that, allowing us to arrive. And when you're ready, seal the lips and exhale through the nose as well. Now, on the next breath, we're going to bring some movement into it. With my students, I call this a sunshine breath. So, when you're ready, big inhale, bring the arms up overhead, reaching up tall. And exhale, let it go. Hands come back down to your sides. Inhale, lift, and maybe lift your gaze up to your fingertips as well. Exhale, release. One more time, just like that. Inhale and exhale. All right, return those hands to your lap. We'll take it to some shoulder rolls. Doesn't matter what direction you start. We're going to do both. Nice big shrugs, really opening up the top of your back, your shoulders, even your chest a bit, especially if you're hunched over a computer screen. This can feel like a nice release. Whichever way you're going, reverse the direction. And keep breathing, filling up the lungs every time. And then slowly let the shoulders melt back down. Let's drop one ear down to that shoulder. So I'm starting at the left, dropping my left ear to my left shoulder. Try not to have the shoulders reaching up to the ears, but really letting the ear melt down to the shoulder. And then using my left hand, I'm just going to apply gentle pressure just to deepen the stretch on the right side of my neck. And maybe just reaching energetically with my fingertips on the right side down towards the floor. If you were seated on the floor, you might be able to have your palm supporting you, but if you're elevated in a chair, just reach. And again, breathe. And just maybe 2 or 3 full breaths in each posture. Slowly release. I'm going to take it to the other side. So right ear to right shoulder. Right hand applies just a bit of pressure. And then reaching down with the left fingertips. And feel that nice stretch on the side of your neck. I always like to start my practices with a little neck release. That's where all that tension gets held. One more big breath in. And let it go. And slowly release. Bring the hands to your knees. We're going to take it to some seated cat cows. So thinking about how you arch your back and round your back in our series of cat cows. Kind of a very similar movement. So we'll start with that cow pose. Again, hands on the knees. Inhale, arch the back. Lift your head, lift your chin. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. And then on the exhale, squeeze that belly button into your spine. Round your back, chin to chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Okay, create some space in between those shoulder blades as if you were opening them up entirely. We can go through here maybe 4 or 5 times. Move at your own pace, really filling up the lungs on your inhales and emptying them out completely on the exhales. Maybe one more time. And then join me back in that neutral seat. Once again, finding length through the spine. Feel the ground underneath your feet. And we'll take it to a bit of a side stretch here. I like to just scooch over a little bit so that I can rest my palm on the side of the chair. And we'll do both sides. So once again, doesn't really matter which side you start with. But I've got my right hand down on the chair. Left arm reaches overhead. Careful to keep both sit bones connected to the chair. This is a side body stretch. So creating space between the ribs here. And maybe just opening up towards the ceiling, opening up that armpit towards the ceiling, lifting your gaze if that feels okay. And keep reaching, but being mindful that your sit bones are connected to the chair. Don't want to lift up those butt cheeks too much. Again, shoulders away from the ears as usual. One more big inhale. And exhale. Bring that arm down. Just going to scooch over a little bit. Maybe you have a bigger chair than I do. And when you're ready, inhale the other arm up, reaching over top. Same rules apply. Keeping the sit bones connected, turning the chest open towards the ceiling, and breathe. And feeling all the space in between each of those ribs. And on your next exhale, release it out. You can give yourself a little shake if you need to. Going to take it to a seated fold. So inhale the arms up overhead, lengthen that spine one more time, keeping that spine nice and straight. Hinge at the hips as you would in a regular forward fold. But once again, keeping the sit bones connected, and we hang heavy. You can rest your abdomen right on top of your thighs. Release any tension in your head and your neck. Just let everything be heavy. Maybe shake your head from side to side. Maybe grab opposite elbows as if you were in ragdoll. Release the hands back down. Nice and slow, we roll back up. And we'll take it to my favorite, a seated figure four. So cross one ankle. I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left. Again, being mindful of that nice, tall spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Flex that right foot. Maybe just a little added pressure to the knee. Might feel the hips open up just a bit more. No pain, just a little bit of a stretch here. And keep breathing into that hip. It's one of my favorite stretches to do when I'm sitting at my desk for a while. Now with that same leg, start to come out of the figure four, but bring that right knee in and interlace my hands around the outside of my knee and just take it to some ankle rolls in both directions. And nice and slow, return that foot to the ground. Let's take it to that seated fold one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, folding forward. Let the head and the neck hang heavy. Again, let your abdomen just kind of rest on your thighs. One more breath here. And on your exhale, we slowly roll up. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. And we'll take it to the other side. So left foot crosses over this time. Flex that left foot, sitting up nice and tall. And again, if you want to use your left hand just to apply a little pressure to the knee, nothing too intense, just to feel that hip open a couple centimeters more. Keep that foot flexed to protect your knee. And breathe. It's amazing what we can do in a chair, just feeling the body awaken a bit. It's not too strenuous, not too challenging, just a little love to the body, to your joints, to your muscles. A couple times a day, even just once a day, and your body will thank you. All right, release that figure four. Bring your knee into your chest or as close as you can. And once again, ankle rolls on the other side. Interlace the fingers across that knee, both directions. Just getting a little mobility in all the joints here. And nice and slow, we bring that foot back down to the ground. Let's give the wrists a little bit of love here. So one arm out, point the fingers down towards the sky, down towards the ground, not the sky. That's next. And then just a little added pressure, kind of as if you could fold your fingertips up to touch the back of your wrist. And then flip the fingertips up towards the sky, kind of pulling them back towards your shoulder. Feel free to go back and forth if that feels good, or just hold it in one position. And then we'll take it to the other side. Fingertips pointing down to start. And flip the palm forward, fingertips point up. And release that little roll out here, both directions, just like the ankles. Give the shoulders a little bit of love one more time. Big inhale with the arms. And exhale through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this short but effective chair practice. I hope you're feeling better, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye.